right. Live. It's Shelf This Book Club time. I never know what I'm doing for these. Hello, welcome to Shelf This Book Club. We're discussing Nestlings, which Lizzie has, by Nat Cassidy, which Elsa picked. And I'm excited to talk about this one. I've seen people's ratings come in, so I think
yeah,
it's fun. I did see Marcella stopped in. Must have been earlier today. Yes,
I'm glad you're in.
She's been joining in. Martine's here. Danielle already let me know that she loved this.
Yay.
5 stars. I loved it. One of my faves of the year. Okay. Okay. Mabel's pretending to read books. Okay. What do I want to ask first? That's what I would. Ratings? I'll pitch the book. I'll pitch the book. This is like our 45th time doing this, and I'm still like, how do I do book club? Nestlings. I feel like the synopsis of this book was spoilery because it mentions content warning spoiler. I'm going to say it out loud that it's a vampire thing in the synopsis. And I felt like the whole time, if I hadn't have known that, it would have been creepier.
Makes sense.
That's kind of like just basic synopsis is that it is a family who get like a rent-controlled apartment with their baby, and then like the baby's doing weird things. Something weird's happening with the baby. The mom has like a bad postpartum experience. She's in a wheelchair. She's having postpartum depression, and she's like, "What's wrong with my baby?" That's the basic synopsis.
Yeah.
Does that sound correct?
And the building is really creepy too. Like everyone gets bad vibes.
Oh yeah, it is like a good rich people building vibe thing happening, which I do like, have liked, and did like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to know everyone's ratings. Like I said, I've seen some, but I don't know everyone's. So Elsa?
I usually hold my ratings until after the show, but I saw Danielle's rating and I got excited and I put stars too.
So 2 5 stars off the bat. Danielle did 5 stars. Elsa rated it 5 stars, which I did see.
I gave it 4 stars.
Oh, Lizzie, didn't you literally just finish it?
I just finished it like a half hour ago.
Gave it 4, and I gave it 3, but I did really like it. So I was like my gut rating was a 3.5, and then I compiled it and it came out as a 3. So I'm like hovering there. So I definitely could be swayed by discussion too. I think it is just like which is the point of the book club. I always say like something that isn't like generally what I would reach for, but I think that this did it well.
Okay.
Let's see.
I've gotten more into horror lately, the past couple of years.
I feel like it's like a trending genre, so I keep trying it. And I'm just not sure I like it. Martine gave it 3. Mabel? Sorry, Mabel is here and not being quiet. Oh. That said, in Dracula, characters don't initially know there's a vampire, but everyone nowadays knows what Dracula is about.
See,
True.
I didn't read the synopsis. Like, I didn't know it was a vampire thing. But
Okay.
then I saw... but then I figured it out before, because Marcella in the chat said something about like, oh, this is going to be a vampire thing. And then I didn't think anything of it. And then I was talking to Martine. Martine was like, yeah, that made me think, oh, it's vampires. And then I was like, oh, so that means it's vampires.
I think I almost spoiled that for you too. And when I was like, how far are you?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious. Yeah, I think that it started to become obvious.
Yeah.
When to me, like, especially when Charlie bit the other kid, and there was like clearly like
at that point it was really
that
obvious.
was like, okay,
I at first thought it was like a bug thing. More of a bug thing.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of bug stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm going to talk to Mabel.
I'll entertain the people. We can entertain the people. Yeah, I was picturing like, especially because the lady in the very beginning ate the bug,
Yeah.
like in the first scene. And then also when they were talking about bed bugs early on as well, I thought it was going to be like a more of a bug horror.
There was plenty of bug horror going along with it.
Yeah.
It's like a weird kind of vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you'd call it.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to leave.
Okay. Bye, Mabel.
Okay. Martine rated a 3. Sorry. Yeah, I like not knowing it was a little obvious, but in a way that worked for me. I liked the Jewish element. I liked the setup overall of like, and I liked that we got she did like a content warnings or like a hey thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
And said like, there's a character that like is a racist asshole. That's the point. Because I feel like when authors don't do that, then people complain about it. It's like, no, I'm painting this person as a bad person.
Yeah. But I didn't feel like the content warnings list was too spoilery.
No. I don't know how to express that 3 is a good rating. I think you had said like it's a 3 in a way that I thought it was really good for a book that's not for me, which is like also similar to what I'm feeling.
That's fair.
I also didn't know it was a vampire thing. And I did not like that that was the answer. They were not giving vampire. I don't know enough about vampires to compare it to like other vampire things, I feel like. I've had recent exposure to Twilight for the first time, but like I'm not like versed in vampires. I don't know. I think it was well done, no matter what I guess the answer would have been, which ended up being vampires. But I think that like the creepiness factor was done well. Like the backstory was done well. Like I think a lot of like the talk of postpartum stuff I thought was interesting and like well represented, and I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I don't read a lot of horror, and I'm not super into horror for horror's sake. Like just like this is a thing that's scary just to be scary. But I do like what I liked about this was like the use of the horror elements to explore the themes of like real life stuff.
Yeah. Like you're talking about like them being like basically in poverty and her postpartum stuff and all that. Yeah.
And like the grief and the anti-Semitism and the postpartum stuff as well, of like those feelings and the ableism, like all of that. I felt like that was.
I will say, every time they kept saying that Charlie was turning 1, and then they would talk about like things that Charlie did, and I kept being like, a 1-year-old can't really like do that yet. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know. There was just a few times where I was like, maybe not 1-year-old.
Didn't she say a sentence or something?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that was after she became a weird, creepy creature.
Right,
like
right.
I think that was the first words she had spoken, and it was like a full sentence because she was like a vampire. Creepy. Yeah. I think that was intentional.
Also, I did find the like ending scene of like I can't think of the main lady's name.
Anna,
like trying to escape, get out of the building was very like, I felt that, and a lot of the times like action scenes I just like don't feel the pressure because I don't absorbed words that way, but I really was like, what is gonna happen here? And like felt the direness of her like trying to get down the stairs. And then when she gets there and it's like a dead end, she's stuck. And then their stupid landlord's the one who walks in.
I don't think I've read a first person from a wheelchair user before.
Oh.
I think this is the first time.
I'm so like, I don't remember books after.
Or, I guess it was third person, but
A month is it one of the Danny Browns in a wheel, like that series in a wheelchair? Am I making that up?
I think so.
There's definitely a romance series that I've read someone in a wheelchair. And I think that was in first person. Like I think it was dual POV. In which one of them? I'll have to figure out what series that was.
It did feel really descriptive of what it might feel like to have one, and even just going through something dirty on the ground and then getting it on your hands right away.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that scene actually. Yeah, that to me was like, oh, like stuff that you don't think about until you're seeing it first person, or like it happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Martine talking about why they didn't like that it was vampires. I thought the author created creatures cool and different enough that it cheapened the imagination he put into it just to call them vampires. Yeah.
I agree.
Again, I don't know enough about vampires. Like to me, the like biting scene was like really vivid.
Mm-hmm.
The scene with the baby like cocooning the Jacobsons was so horrific. I don't know if I know what you're talking about.
When Anna walks into the other apartment at the end, like the next door apartment, and
closer to the beginning.
No, at the end. After she's like, there's something going on here, and she's seen one of the creatures, and it's like near the end, and she goes into the next door apartment just to like see what's going on there, and the man and the woman are like in a cocoon of gross, and they're being sucked out like juice boxes.
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that. The juice, specifically the juice box frames that you just used. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I said, but thanks for agreeing with me. Yeah, I love that she loves her chair at the end. Like she felt like her chair was an asset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was the weird wall in the basement when she gets to like the office or whatever. I thought that it was going to be a little bit more like the building was a being. Like that kind of was what it was, but I thought that was like could have been expanded on more.
Yeah, also, I felt like that part at the end was sort of in contrast to like these creatures as the creepy thing. And then it's like is it the building that's alive or is it not?
Yeah.
It like sort of was, but it also sort of wasn't.
I do think the ending after Anna like gets out of the building happened fast, just with like we got a brief like, oh, the building fell apart. Mm-hmm. And then like the flash to her like feeling the, I don't like this word I'm about to use, aura of Charlie in the new building was just like, oh, whoa, whiplash. Although I will say this book was deceivingly less than 300 pages because it took me forever to read.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm saying, there was stuff that could have been expanded on. It also felt really long.
Small text.
Okay, that's fair. Actually, this that I'm reading next, or like reading currently, also is deceivingly less than 300 pages with little tiny font. So I've been done dirty twice in a row by small
Is
font.
that a book in a series?
This, no, but
Oh
I
man.
can't technically play Squash That series
Oh.
because I know where the boats are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What else am I thinking? Oh, Cheyenne's catching up to us. Please share your rating, Cheyenne, when she gets to me talking about this forever from now. I'm trying to think of other specific things.
I was glad that Reed got in the end. Like, obviously Frank was gonna die because Frank sucks. But like I felt like Reed like under the surface sucked. And I like for a second I was like thinking, oh my God, Reed's gonna make it out of this alive and like a hero. And I was like, if that happens, 1 star.
Yeah.
But it didn't. He like got
I liked the scene though when he like captured Anna or whatever. And then she was like arguing with him of like, they've tricked you, like they're lying to you, like they're telling you that you've made this deal, and that's clearly like why would that be true?
Yeah, he was not the best.
I didn't like feel that though until it was presented to him.
Mommy, Daddy, that's my book.
Oh, okay. Where can you go get a new one and read it in your room?
Well, Dad asked me I'm gonna go downstairs now.
Yeah. Do you want to sit here with me?
Well, then I'm gonna be loud again.
Well, then I'm gonna be loud again, she says. Okay.
I felt like the him repeatedly not picking up the parts for her booth and like just he was so self-centered and so like my life sucks
was
now
the underlying like the little things that the author was leading us to,
and like his little thoughts of like my life is ruined because of this terrible thing that happened to my wife.
Okay.
I don't know. I felt like he was very self-centered.
Well, and like we're leading through lying too, like of him losing his job and not telling the truth. And then I actually really liked that scene of him being like, you guys don't treat me well here, and then that getting kind of Uno reversed on him.
Yeah, in the office with his job.
Yeah, so I guess I hadn't really thought about his whole, I guess, like story arc. But I don't know, I guess I didn't see it coming that he was going to be like the bad guy. I thought that the Camille or whatever, like helping him was sus from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they were going to be trapped.
Yeah, he didn't
earlier. Because she mentioned that wasn't the neighbor next door when she like got the key, weren't they like, oh, I'm locked in here, like I can't leave? And so I kept thinking every time one of them was gonna go somewhere that they were gonna like try for a door, and they were not gonna be able to get out, which like does happen because Reed locks Anna in to the booth or whatever.
Yeah.
But really the only way that they are trapped in the building is because Anna is in her wheelchair.
Yeah.
I thought like, doors were going to be locked on them.
Yeah. But Anna never leaves. Like we hardly ever, if ever,
she's like stuck
see her outside the building.
Yeah.
And I just think back to like in the very beginning when the broker was showing them the place and then they leave and she has this comment about like, they are perfect for us.
Oh, yeah.
So creepy.
Yeah. I liked it. I feel like I don't have anything else that passionately to say about it. Hate read is what Danielle has to say about it. Her giving them Charlie was wild.
Yeah.
I even think though, yeah, the like sentence in the end where she was like, and I just told everybody that my mom has Charlie was like also really flippant. Because to me, that her whole mission was to go save Charlie. And then she also gets like proven that Charlie's like, I don't know, a lost cause, like already been turned. And then it's just like, oh, well, okay, whatever, I guess. So I don't know. I have not read anything else by this author. I honestly kind of spaced it in the author's note. Is that what we're calling the end chapter thing? I did read it, and it was a long thing about why this book was written. I had forgotten. He named his other book. It's called like Mary or something. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten that was also by him.
Yeah.
And I feel
Did
like
you
that
read it?
book, no, but I think that book got like a lot of hype.
Mm.
That book was talked about a lot. But no, I have not read it.
And he wrote one about werewolves too.
Oh.
Looking at his
Like I think that this is like if this was my perfect thing, like I think that he is a good author of like what he did here. So like for like a Danielle or you who really liked this, I think if he's writing other like creature horror, I would read it. I just don't know if I would because of who I am as a reader, but no.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything else to say on this one.
I
think like all of our ratings ended up like middle of the road. I did put them in the spreadsheet. And right now, Nestlings is green in the spreadsheet, which means good things. I should see if anybody else said their rating here that I didn't put in. Usually I scroll through Goodreads and put anybody's rating who shared it on. Oh, Cheyenne hasn't told us herself yet, but she rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. I put that in here.
I think she said in the chat 3.5 maybe. Let me look.
I missed it. Well, and did Marcella say hers? No.
Marcella in the chat says 3.5 stars. Cheyenne says 4. Yeah, so overall, pretty good.
Really good. I think Elsa might have the most successful overall of this ratings. I feel like everybody else who has had a good pick has also had bad picks. 2 for 2, but
I wanted to say something about Danielle's comment of like her giving them Charlie.
Okay,
I'm curious because I think the theming around her thought process at the end of like the ultimate act of motherhood is to like give up your child. Like that's kind of what I took from it in a theme of like the ultimate act of motherhood is to like do like whatever it is for your child to be happy.
Sorry, I'm talking over you.
That's okay.
Like she realizes that Charlie is not happy with her.
Yeah.
And, like that Charlie wants to be with them, I guess.
Yeah, so like the idea of like I guess it's an act of love to like put what your child wants above what you want for your child, even if that means like it
I
not
think that's
being
hard because Charlie is a baby, and like as a mom, it is like a really weird thing to describe the like true feeling of like this person like belongs with me.
Yeah,
like it does feel like
I wanted to bring it up
an extra limb, like this. Especially when they're that little, like this person has to be with me, you know, like.
Yeah.
been hearing good things about When the Wolf Comes In. Yeah, I think like this author is getting overall like good reviews for their stuff from the people who like that kind of thing. I'm losing light. I'm like soon just gonna be in the dark. Really love that whole message. Hello. Any other thoughts? This is like actually pretty fresh in my mind.
I mean, I finished
And then
it.
sometimes I show up here and I'm like, I don't know a thing that happened. And like I can remember what was happening. And I liked it. And that's all I
What
feel.
was the creepiest scene for everybody?
The creepiest?
Or like the scariest part?
I think there's just like a lot of
I think
underlying.
when
Go ahead. Elsa.
when Miss Varney was feeding, it was pretty detailed. And the one time when I think she showed Reed what she did.
Yeah.
That's gross.
That was gross.
I feel
What
like
I thought,
my brain skims over some of that, which is why I was like, I don't remember the scene that you guys are talking about with the cocooning, but then you said juice box, and I was like, no, I do remember it. I'm trying to forget.
the creepiest part to me was when Anna meets Mrs. Jacobs for the first time, and Mrs. Jacobs and the baby are like, and she's like starting to be like, there is something really terrible going on here. I found that scene really creepy, and like the descriptions of how Mrs. Jacobs looked and what she was saying were like really a lot. But you still didn't really know what was going on at that point.
George's death was the creepiest to me. Boo.
Yeah. We never really like we never saw Georgia again.
Yeah.
We saw her walker.
Oh yeah. In the yeah.
I don't know. I think also too, like, not to underestimate the like horror element that is Anna being stuck on the top floor in a wheelchair with no way to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, not gonna lie, that baby crying nonstop and them not being able to figure out why, horrific. And that's on my traumas. Okay. Yeah. Next month. Next month is May.
Mm-hmm.
And Kayla picked The Names by Florence Knapp. And my understanding of that book is it is alternate realities on if this couple had named their kid different names and who the kid would have been because of said different names. But I hardly ever know. I'm turning my light on 1 second.
That sounds.
No, you can see me.
Yay.
I'm excited for that one. I think that's a different vibe. I think that's probably more literary than we've read in a while, so I'm excited for that one. And then the next three will be fun. Lizzie, actually, I'm going to say this out loud while we're on here. I looked, and your pick this fall will be our 50th book.
My pick is the 50th book?
Yeah.
That is so exciting.
That's just like a crazy concept to me.
Yeah. I better pick a good one.
Yeah.
I have some ideas, but I haven't decided.
Hey, Lizzie, I'm sorry. Everything's frozen for me.
Oh no. Like, we both moved to see if it's frozen. It doesn't look frozen to me, but Elsa looks frozen now, so it might have been just her computer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open it. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Happy Shelf this night. Happy Squash It series tomorrow. I feel like all my things are happening so quickly, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of me. And I hope to be seeing a lot of you. See, I'm excited for you get to participate in a competitive thing.
Yeah.
Because you never technically get to participate in Wonderthon. So fun. Okay, that's all. Bye. See you next one.